intent, what?
Yeah, man. It is the Ill Intent Podcast. It's your boy Scott Paul.
Steve shot it.
Yes, and it is episode 30. Bro, I forgot about Frito, man.
That's fucked up, bro.
Bro,
It's
that's
fucked up.
Bro, out of sight, out of mind, bro. Like, what the fuck
We're
just
off
happened?
screen.
Yo, one more
We
time.
still getting acclimated. That's just what I'm saying. It's all right. It's all right.
Announce yourself again, because I still don't know what's going on.
Well, I go by Ill Intent Frito, but
Yes,
I don't
sir.
know.
Yes.
It's under consideration.
Oh, shit. Yo, nah, man. Love. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Yeah, as we said, it's episode 30.
We made it to the threes.
Made it to the threes, man. Yeah, it's dope. It's dope, man. Doing I know this, like, podcasting is all about consistency and stuff. And I know a lot of times you don't even really hear about podcasts until it's like they're in the hundreds, really.
Right.
But yeah, man, this has been dope. We have a lot of people who are interested in the pod. A lot of people tuning in. Just thanks for everybody for that. We have we got a lot of cool guests that we're gonna start introducing at some point. There's a lot of people on the list.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, that we talk to, so it will make that happen. But till then, let's talk about everything that's been going on, bro. This has been a wild week. This has been a wild couple weeks, really.
Yeah.
Things are just crazy right now.
Yeah.
I mean, we could start with Young Dolph.
Young Dolph, yeah. Rest in peace, Young Dolph.
Rest in peace, Young Dolph. Yeah, that was just sad, bro.
Right.
Just sad.
It was in his hometown, right?
He was in his hometown. I know it was in Memphis. He was
Yeah.
getting cookies.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
He was getting cookies from a business that he supported.
That shit's fucked up.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, man.
Did they catch the people who did it?
They've got them on camera, but they didn't catch them.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like they've got pictures from the security footage or whatever.
Do you know, was it a robbery?
I do not know.
Okay.
Yeah. I just know that there were two people. Yeah, they had a Draco. And there were two people hopped out the car and ran
So
out.
was it? It was like a.
Yeah, they pulled up. They pulled up in the parking lot. I only saw a picture, but I could tell based off of the picture, like, because they just had the doors open in whatever whip they pulled up in. Because Dolph's car was like parked regularly right in front of the business, and then whoever's car it was like behind it. You know what I mean? And there were two people out on foot with their guns out. That's like the only picture that's out right now.
So it was a hit job.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Word.
Yeah.
Damn, that's too bad.
Yeah.
I mean, unfortunately, stuff like that happens like really often.
Right.
And it's happening commonly with rappers now. So we're seeing that, but like stuff like that happens. It's definitely unfortunate. Like I wonder what led to that.
Right.
But
Right.
at the same time, it's like no matter what led to it, I'm sure there was another way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He was somebody who was doing a lot of good. A lot of Meg Thee Stallion had a lot of, really nice things to say about him. A lot of people consider Young Dolph a legend. A lot of people don't know who Young Dolph is.
Yeah.
And then other people consider him a legend. But yeah, it definitely, big R.I.P. to Young Dolph and just condolences to his family.
Yeah.
Yeah, really sad stuff.
Yeah, that one kind of rocked the culture.
Yeah.
A lot of people didn't see that coming at all. So, I mean, it's like very rare that you do. So,
especially, I think it's the whole hometown situation. I mean, that's like it's like kind of reminiscent of like a Nipsey.
right.
You know what I'm saying? Just in the way like that happened. Like Nipsey, that was outside of his shop, right?
Yeah, the marathon.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know, man. Sad stuff, but
It's like, I feel like where you come from, it's like one of two ways. Either you have like all the support from some people, and then there's just like a lot of like spite. I feel like that happens a lot in like a lot of
Jealousy's a
artists'
real thing.
cases.
yeah.
Yeah.
Just like resentment and jealousy, like those things are real. And again, we don't I don't know the intricacies of this situation, so
Right.
but I don't know. We gotta like all get behind people that are doing well, that like survived and are thriving and really made it out. Like the collaboration, like we're gonna talk about Drake and Kanye,
Yeah.
and just like people collaborating together, people putting their, you know, I don't know, just beef. There's not real. We're convinced that there's benefits in beefing,
Right.
and there's
not
benefit
really.
because we're trained to think that there's like a scarcity, that like if you know, like if you listen to Black Boy Fly by Kendrick, and he talks about this, about how he was like so jealous of this basketball player from Compton who made it, and he was so jealous of the game because it's like, well, if they made it, then there's no way fucking
Right.
2 of us are gonna get out of here, or 3 of us are gonna get out of here. Like, there's no chance of that happening, and that's really the mind frame that a lot of people have when
Right.
they see other people succeeding.
Right. It's
It's
their
like-
spot.
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah.
damn, you know, that person took my spot when there's like hella spots.
Right.
Yeah, so on that note, we can actually shift to
You're right, the
to
Kanye
the
Drake.
Drake Kanye thing. I mean it, because we don't want to stick too much
Right.
on, you know, on these kind of topics, just because especially when I don't have the details to
Right.
things, I don't like diving, you know what I'm saying,
It's
too
very
deeply.
sensitive.
Yeah, and it's sensitive, you know, but yeah, I just want to see brothers like fucking working together,
Right.
like if everybody
Right.
just works together, you know. But yeah, so speaking of working together, so Kanye and Drake,
Mm-hmm.
I guess, squashed their beef.
I don't buy it.
Yeah, what did he say before? He was like, they
I
said they
forgot what I
squashed
said.
their
Oh,
beef
yeah,
or
yeah,
something
yeah.
like that.
Yeah, I said, did you see that they said they squashed their beef?
Yeah, yeah. So it was interesting how it was kind of announced. Like
Mhm.
Drake just
It was
posted
just an Instagram post.
yeah,
right?
an Instagram posted Dave Chappelle at
Mhm.
his crib, and he was talking about how, yeah, you know, Kanye and Drake were there.
Right.
And then the next slide was Drake and Kanye just having a good old time, and then and Kanye posted a picture as well.
Yeah.
And this was like less than a week after Drink Champs.
Right.
Word.
So yeah, that was really.
What do you guys think about it? Like, 'cause like I said, I really don't buy it. I think it's just some, I don't know, just
They reached a
get shit
mutual
quiet for a little
understanding.
bit so both of their music can do their thing without it having to do with each other. And then there's going to be some shit that sparks something in a few months, and then there's going to be a rivalry again.
I mean, I could definitely see there being a rivalry again.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think.
Like, I don't know how real the beef is the whole time.
Well, that's the thing. I think at the end of the day, it was like feelings.
Right.
It's like nobody actually did any actions that
Right.
were like egregious, you know what I'm saying, towards the other. It was just kind of like, you know, like DM messages. Like that's what
Right.
Kanye's talking about, like DMing people and,
Yeah.
and saying things in songs and like, yeah, that can be really annoying and you could feel disrespected. But I can see them actually like
Yeah.
squashing that, especially
Yeah.
both of them kind of being at this point where, like, how much higher are you trying to go?
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like you have every reason to be completely happy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You don't really have and if somebody didn't, again, like really actually assault you, you know what I'm
Right.
saying, in any sort of egregious way, especially with like,
Yeah, they were just kind of talking shit.
it was just kind of talking shit.
Yeah.
I mean, I could see them getting over that, especially, again, what we were talking about before, like they have so much power to do so much good together.
Right.
It does everybody a disservice. Themselves, like it does them a disservice, but it does everybody a disservice when people like them that have the influence that they have and the talent that they have when they're not working together.
Right.
So I think, you know, maybe that's just a realization that they had, and they're moving on that. But yeah, it's good to see.
Yeah.
It's definitely good to see. They're doing a benefit concert. I think it's December 9th
Right.
for Larry Hoover, which is fire.
Yeah.
Because most people still don't even know what that situation is.
Right.
You know, some people may have heard when Kanye was talking about it with Trump a couple years ago, because
Mhm.
he brought that up to Trump when he went to the White House. But yeah, like raising awareness around Larry Hoover and raising awareness around prison reform and you know, justice reform. Like it's
Big,
like Kanye
yeah.
and Drake are talking about
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, no, it's
You know
it's
what I'm
good.
saying?
Yeah, no, they're using their platform at least. Like, well, not I don't want to say at least, but you know what I mean. They're using their platform well
Yeah,
in that regard.
yeah. I feel like that's what you're supposed to do. When you know that something's like wrong, like when you know there's injustices somewhere, and you have a platform that could do something to,
Right.
you know,
Affect the situation.
yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say, and that's God's plan, and that's what
Yes,
Kanye is
what
calling
he
the
said.
concert. God's plan.
Really?
Yeah. Yo, Kanye loves God's plan for whatever reason. He said that on his album.
Mm-hmm.
He said that during the Drink Champs interview. Yo, still from the Drink Champs interview, there's still like a lot to unpack from that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kanye is wild. There's so much cuz he on that interview, on that podcast they had a ticker of all the name drops. You know what I
Oh
mean?
yeah.
Like there was mad people he mentioned, and
Mhm.
a lot of them had something to say
About the name drop, or just the podcast,
about like the
or
content
Kanye.
of the stuff
Yeah.
that he was saying, because he was saying a lot of wild stuff.
That's funny.
But yeah, this benefit concert on December 9th, it'll be Drake's first concert since the whole Astroworld situation,
Right.
where he's getting hit for like $2
$2 billion.
That's what you said, right, Frito?
Word,
Mhm.
2 billion. But it's not just him. It's like Drake, Travis, Apple Music. It's like a bunch of
And
Apple Music or Live Nation,
Live Nation.
Live Nation. As
or like,
well.
are you saying Apple Music too?
Apple Music?
It was
too.
like fuck
Like
it. Any
everyone.
logo I
Yeah.
seen, in the
Anyone
building
involved is
Everybody's
getting
getting
sued.
hit.
That's crazy. I mean, I doubt.
Well, I was
They
gonna say,
have
just because you're getting
insurance that
sued
covers-
doesn't
what was-
also
what was
just
that?
because you can get sued for anything. So I'm sure like everyone in that crowd is suing, and it accumulates up to $2 billion.
Yeah.
I'm sure every lawsuit isn't gonna get paid out.
Yeah.
Like,
Exactly.
it
Yeah,
all
I wonder
depends.
how. This is like the artist and the show producer, concert producer, Remy. I wonder who's actually liable for this situation.
Yeah. Yeah.
'Cause-
This, I would say, with no type of
Yeah.
credential to actually say as a matter of fact, but in my eyes, I feel like a lot of the weight falls on Live Nation for
I would think that would be the
Right.
bulk of it. The
Yeah.
producer of them in the venue.
and the venue, right? But Live Nation would still be responsible because they have to provide the venue with the information of the event, that what they would need in terms of security and like medical staff.
Well,
and-
I think it might be the venue who has to have certain standards
Right.
of what they need for like when there's X amount of people, or
Right.
for what type of shows you need X amount of security. I think that's
Right.
like, because for every show that I've done,
right, that's
like,
how
that I
yeah.
produced, I didn't dictate how much
Right.
security was needed. That was
Right.
on the venue to sort of have that figured out.
determine.
And I've worked at Live Nation venues,
Right.
actually. So yeah, it's always the venues who kind of dictate that. So like I can't see how an artist would
Is
be.
liable.
Right.
I mean, an artist would be liable in that the artist representatives, the people who represent the artist, like the artist is actually responsible for them. But in a situation like this where the artist is like contracted, you feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Yeah, I have to see, because in that situation, I don't know what people like. People thought that Travis was like watching these dead bodies happen,
Right.
and like the idea that you're gonna be looking at while there's 50,000 people at
Mhm.
Astroworld. Like, so while you're trying to perform well and you're trying to not fuck up and you
Right.
know what I'm saying, and be in the moment, and you might be turned up, and you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
whatever, and there's 50,000 people there.
You're not gonna be able to pinpoint that shit.
And
And also
especially at a Travis
separating
Scott
from,
show-
I was gonna say separating someone who's just like
Bodies are-
dehydrated and passing out from someone dying, because
And-
that
and-
happened at every single festival I've ever been to. People pass out.
Well, I mean, I doubt that they saw people passed out,
Right,
because there were too many
right.
people.
Yeah, it's
but,
just a
like,
sea of
I think
people.
people were saying, like, because
Yeah.
there were people getting like
Body surfed.
body served,
Yeah.
but that happens all the times at
Right.
concerts.
Exactly. It's not like a strange occurrence that would just be like, holy shit, they're body surfing, someone stop the concert.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like, that's kind of like something you typically would see at an event like that.
Yeah.
I was seeing people say like the artist doesn't even have power to stop the show, right? It has to be the
I think the
The artist
artist
has it,
definitely
yeah,
could
yeah.
stop the show. Yeah, they do all the
If
time.
Travis Scott's like, stop the
No
show.
one
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, if Travis Scott's like, stop the show, they're going to stop the show.
But-
But yeah, it's, and you know, the internet did the internet thing.
Mhm.
So they're like, it was a satanic
Yep.
portal.
There were
Yeah,
6
yeah.
flames on the stage, or 8 flames
the
for the 8
all-seeing
souls
eye.
that were claimed, and it's like,
Yeah,
I
y'all
don't know about
doing all
that.
this stretching. Yeah. And yeah, yo, this made me think about like the Kyle Rittenhouse situation,
Mhm.
sort of, right? Because like when I think about that whole thing, and a lot of my opinions aren't really popular. I don't really care.
yeah,
Right? When I first heard about what happened at the protest and people died and there was someone who shot him, boom, I was like, you know, I understood all the stuff. And then I saw the footage. Then at that point, I turned it off. 'Cause I'm like, he was
right.
he shouldn't have been there.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know why he was there with, whatever. Like,
His
I don't
mother
know.
Took him.
I don't. What was that?
His mother took him there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, she took him down there. Like, I'm saying, I don't know what the backstory is, and that's we can talk about the backstory and get upset about that, but I think if we're talking about the
Just
actual
the
like
legal process.
Facts.
like he was being attacked
Yeah.
and he had a gun on him.
Yeah.
Like that's a
Yeah. If you put yourself in this, like, not that I would be in that situation,
But I just wouldn't be in that
but
situation.
if I woke up in that fucking situation and some like people are running after me and I have a gun and they're trying to take my gun, I'm probably gonna shoot too. You know what I mean? Like,
Respectfully.
like you hear a bunch of gunshots going, and what's gonna happen if that person takes your gun?
right.
What happens if that person that's attacking you takes your gun?
Right.
Like, or that's at least the mindset of it. You know what I'm saying? But again, I wasn't there, so I don't know what
Right.
led up to everything.
It's just the only
specifically,
thing is,
just from what I saw.
in my opinion or my perspective on this whole case is I agree with the outcome of it, but this standard needs to be held like in all situations, because I'm sure there are a lot of self-defense cases that don't get self-defense.
And that's yes, 100%. That's a great point. But another scary part of this is that now,
Oh yeah,
like
yeah.
every social justice protest,
right.
you know, in these
We're
open
gonna
carry
have
states,
people,
now you're
yeah.
gonna have people there
Yeah, because I
with
already see
freaking
people.
ARs. You know what I'm saying? That are gonna wait for somebody to
'Cause they might
be
get off.
aggressive.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that,
Right. Yeah,
that-
no, because there's definitely people that are like glorifying it, which isn't good either. Like I
And-
said, I'm okay with the outcome of it. Like I agree with the outcome of it, but there's no way I would fucking honor or
Like, people
glorify
calling
that
him a
shit.
hero.
Like, yeah, no, I know.
like I
Yeah.
saw someone say like I'm gonna tell my kids this was Captain America.
Yeah, no, that's fucking terrible.
It's like, whoa.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so what I forget how it was what we were just talking about, but just how media and people make things bigger, right? So now since
Fucking Disney.
yo, we're gonna get anyways. Don't do this to me. Steve.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Come
that'll
on,
take us
man.
an hour.
Go off tangent.
No, bro. You gonna get me killed out here, bro.
Word.
Not yet.
Nah, but just so I was watching Black Mirror. I just decided to just like revisit this show like a couple of days ago, and I started from the beginning. So the first episode, do you ever watch Black Mirror?
I watched the first like 2 seasons, I think.
Okay, so do you know what the first episode was?
I
With
forget.
with
If
the
you remind
prime-
me, I'll remember what it
the
was.
Prime Minister of the UK and the princess, the Duchess, got kidnapped, and he had
Yeah, keep going.
and he had to make love to a pig.
Yep.
Oh,
I remember that one.
I don't know that one.
I remember that one.
Yeah, he
They
had
like took a
to-
video of it on for some blackmail shit. Right?
Yeah. He had to take a video of him making love to a pig, or this guy was going to kill like this super popular princess or whatever. And the way that it started, and this is like my second time watching it, so I'm starting to look at like the little subliminal messages that they're like actually telling, kind of through this story. And the big news station in the UK, I don't know if this is real or not, but on the show is called UKN, which is the UK news or whatever. And they weren't running the story at first because there wasn't like they wanted to confirm it and they wanted to do all that, and the video was uploaded. There was like this ransom or whatever hostage video that was posted on YouTube, and then it was taken down, and then like the UK news didn't, like the whatever leader of it didn't want to expose that. He didn't want to talk about that until everything was confirmed, and they basically that all protocols were followed and everything was done right, because they didn't want to cause a mass hysteria without all the facts of the situation. And then somebody comes in the room and they're like, well, like Fox News and CNN and MSNBC, and they're already talking about it. So then now he's like, okay, you do this, you do this.
Right.
So now it's just like you just like have to keep up. Because, okay, so now all the mainstream networks are talking about it. So now all the legitimate sites that have maybe higher standards, if they're just going to compete, if people, because everybody's going to be looking at them like, yo, why aren't you talking about this huge thing? And then people are going to stop tuning into them, because now they're not the ones that they get the news from.
Right.
Because people want like the fastest news. So now it's like this, and I feel like with the Rittenhouse situation, what it should have been is what happened that night. And from there, just kind of, again, looking at ways to ensure that things like that don't happen. But when you have like all these people that are coming at this, this 17-year-old young man and saying like, the wildest things and attacking him and all this and that, and sort of distorting certain things, it fuels the other people to prop him up as this fucking angel savior hero.
Exactly.
And then it just becomes this big story when like we never really waited for the facts and all of the, all that stuff. We just made it a story, and then it became all this thing, and now we're kind of where we're at with it. But that was a long ass.
Right. No, but it's a good point, because it's like, use the shit that Fox is saying, for example, which I'm gonna make it clear for anyone that doesn't know, I don't fuck with any news station. They're all the same thing, so it doesn't matter to me.
Same thing, Disney.
But what the one story that Fox is portraying or whatever they like to tell is also talking about the people he killed in their criminal records and their history and shit, when that should be completely irrelevant, because we have a legal processing for criminals. So just because he's a criminal doesn't mean this kid could be executioner. Like, it's so that's like a really, really dangerous story that they're saying right now. And I know that it's clicking on with people, because I've seen hundreds of fucking memes and shit shared on Facebook that's just like cleaning the street. It's like Kyle really did clean the streets, and then it's got like everyone's like criminal history on it and shit. True. It's like fucked up.
No, that's so true. I was talking to somebody and they were kind of bringing that up, and I was just telling like, yo, that person's, and again, like, I understand why he did what he did. I'm not,
right.
But to say
that it was a favor or he was doing good by killing these people is like a terrible fucking take.
We don't know. And then because the other part of it, you know what it actually was? It wasn't even those people's history. It was Kyle's history, because there's some video
they
of
were
him
like he was
like some 16-year-old girl, like beating the shit out of some like 16-year-old girl. Yeah. And I'm like, well, like there's like a conservative person who told me this, and I'm like, I understand. I heard that's out there, but even still, that has nothing to do with what he did that night. Like, I'm not gonna judge him differently, knowing that this thing that he did before, because that has nothing to do with why he did what he did that night. I don't, what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't
exactly.
Think. That's just watching the footage. I think if you watch the footage of what went down, I don't, you know what I'm saying? But people do that. They conflate these different things and pull in like, well, he did this thing 3 years ago or 5 years ago or even yesterday. Let's talk about the thing that we're...
Right. The case. Like...
People just find everything to justify, demonizing or defending, bro. Yeah. What are your thoughts?
Yeah,
see, like off-camera Frito.
He's real quiet.
He looks like he's thinking right now.
Because I like to play devil's advocate. So
Word. Yeah, talk to me. That's what this is about, baby. Talk to me.
Because it's like, I don't know, because you're saying like people are pulling facts from like different places.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I don't know. I could like equate that to like jobs, for example, that, check your license before they hire you or check your credit history. it's like, what does that have to do with how I'm gonna perform on the job?
Well,
I mean,
right.
there's,
It's a fair point, but I don't think it's the same as a legal like prosecution.
yeah,
You know
because
what I mean?
if we're talking like for your job, it's yeah, I mean, it may be relevant to what your job is, but it's yeah. I mean, I see what you're saying. I see what
Like,
you're
I
saying.
understand the gravity of what happened.
Yeah.
And all that. I'm just saying, like,
I'm just saying, like, if somebody's being attacked and they act in self-defense, nothing that they've done prior to that is relevant.
Right.
I mean, all right. So to say if you have a history of violence,
Mm-hmm.
and it's not like that was your hometown, you were taken to this area. It could be said that you were taken there to commit an act of violence,
Mm-hmm.
with the intent to. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I kind of see a connection there. I could.
Yeah. No, I think that, as you said, if there's a history of violence, and then you show up somewhere with an assault rifle
Right.
to a situation that you didn't have to show up to, I get that. But if we're talking about, does this person deserve to go to jail because of these moments? You know, that's where.
Right, because that's the thing. Like when you're on trial, it's not like your whole life is on trial. It's you're on trial for one crime or however many crimes you're being charged for. Not like your whole history. Like, does this
That's why I
person?
should never be a juror because I can't like.
Word.
Yeah, well, but I think that's what it's supposed to be. If we want to, there's a lot of other things that I think we can put on trial about this situation. Maybe not legally, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Not like actually
But in the
put him
court
to
of
jail
public
about.
opinion.
Yeah,
like,
there's things that should be criticized about it and maybe penalized in some ways, you know. But yeah, again, I'm not a lawyer.
Yeah.
I'm not, you know what I'm saying? That's not what I do. I'm just saying everybody has their opinions about this. This is just my opinion on it. Like
Right.
from just watching the footage. Again, I don't think he should have been there. I think, but if we're just talking about like what happened.
Right.
Yeah, and I'm also quiet because I didn't do the research, so I don't
Okay,
really know
word.
the facts and everything that went down. I just know that
Yeah.
he was there where he shouldn't have been, and he killed people.
Right.
That's all I know. So
That's
Yeah. I mean,
it's like
they're both accurate.
That's the facts. That's
Yeah.
the facts of what happened.
yeah.
He shouldn't have been there, and he's the only one who shot or killed anybody there,
Wow.
which is
I didn't
another
even know
big.
that.
You know what I'm saying? That's another big factor. You know what I'm saying
Yeah.
in this too, but yeah.
Yeah.
But now that it's been amplified so much to the media, it is scary to think that like this guy who didn't have to, this 17-year-old, and I don't want to call him a kid because they never call 17-year-old black kids kids.
Right.
That's why I call him 17-year-old young man, because we're not kids. Like after 13, we're you know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
We don't
tried
get
as
to be kids
adults.
anymore. So, but like this 17-year-old young man crossed state lines, and he may have had reasons to be there, but he didn't have to be there. He clearly, people trying to say like, people getting offended at saying that he was untrained. Like, there was a lot of other people there with guns for the same reason that he was there. He's the only one who shot or killed anybody. So
Right.
you can't convince me that he like,
Right.
you know what I'm saying, was the right person to be there.
Right,
Like he
exactly.
clearly shouldn't have been there.
Exactly.
And also, when you introduce a weapon to like
To any
to
situation,
any
it escalates it.
situation, Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like tenfold.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The
Yeah.
whole dynamic changes.
So I mean, there's a lot to unpack there, and yeah, I don't know. I guess that's just because I don't know why I'm up here talking about why I think he's fucking innocent. Because
Right.
how the fuck does he need us to defend him?
Right.
He's got a lot of people who put up a lot of money, and like, yeah,
Right. I just want it to be clear that I don't disagree with it because like self-defense is a real thing. And like you got to be fair about what is self-defense and what isn't. You know what I mean?
and that's another thing we gotta be clear about what self-defense is and what it isn't. Because there's a lot of young black kids
Right.
that have guns that have to use their
Self-defense.
guns
Right.
in situations that go away for a long time. But
Right.
it's just because their situation is a little different. They're treated very differently by the system.
Right.
And that's what like equality and equity and all this stuff that we're talking about. It's like it's not that anybody wants anybody else to be treated worse.
Mhm.
We're not trying to see young white men go to jail.
Right.
We just want less black men going to jail. You know what I mean? That's all it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sheesh. Yeah, we kind of zipped through
I was
these,
gonna say,
bro.
we ran through everything.
Yeah, that was wild. Yeah, because everything, it's crazy how life really kind of, there's so many sort of intersections. You know what I'm saying? To everything.
6 degrees of separation.
Yeah.
I don't know why it makes me think of this game in middle school, but you could like trace everything back to like World War II and Hitler on Wikipedia in like 6 clicks.
What?
Just going links. Like, you know how like things are highlighted on Wikipedia?
Mm-hmm.
Like you could start on a random page and get to like World War II within like 6 clicks.
That's insane.
But it's easy. It's not any conspiracy shit. It's just because whatever the random article is, you just go to whatever country it took place in, and then you get a list of countries. And then Germany's history is, you know.
World history,
It's
kinda.
just, yeah.
Wow. Shoot, what else? Yeah.
The more you know.
Was there any like other big yeah, I just want a random shout out to Jack Harlow because we know
Naya.
She's been on this
shout out
tour.
Naya.
Is she his I know she's been touring on the whole thing. She's like his DJ.
For the tour.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
lit, man. Big shout out to Naya. Naya badass. She been out there
Yeah,
killing
she
it.
killing it.
Yeah.
And
But yeah, Jack Harlow's
dope.
been doing his thing. I saw Drake posted Jack Harlow on his story.
Mm-hmm.
He's been chilling at the crib.
Yeah, Naya was fucking over there. 'Cause she posted
Naya
about
was
it.
at Drake's crib.
She posted about it. I don't know if it was at Drake's
Nice.
crib when she met him, but it was the same night. I guess it had to have been Drake's crib. 'Cause that's when
wild.
everyone was over there.
Yo, watch, she's about to change.
Yo, I'm gonna call Naya real quick.
Yeah, she's about to change. You gonna call us beep?
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna just get
Beep.
declined.
Yeah, bro.
Nah, when she ran up,
don't try to reach out to
Yesterday's
me.
price
bro.
Nah, when
is
she
not
ran up,
Yesterday's price is not
Word.
today's price.
Word, nah, when she ran up to me at Rolling Loud, I was like, oh
Yeah.
shit, you still recognize the little people,
Yeah.
huh?
Nah, she's lit, bro. Shout out
Yeah.
Naya, and yeah, shout out Jack Harlow, but shout out Naya.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Jersey.
Jersey.
Yeah, man. But yeah, I haven't seen Jack Harlow live, but if you guys see footage off
Yeah,
her stories
that
or just
looks
footage
fucking
online,
lit.
bro, it's crazy. It's a movie,
Yeah.
and he's in Drake's crib, so a Jack Harlow Drake collab.
Yeah.
Jack Harlow is nice though. Like,
Yeah.
Fuck
He's-
with him.
what was that?
No, so I fuck with him.
Yeah, he's gonna be around for a minute. He's gonna be around for a minute.
Word.
Last thing that I could really think of that I want to touch on. Did you see that lawmakers, I don't know if that actually went through. Lawmakers seek to ban rap music as evidence in criminal cases.
Oh, no. We already fought for this shit so many times. This has been a legal case, not rap specifically, but lyrics and music has been a thing since like the fucking 80s.
No, it's been going on for a while.
That's
It's been
so
going on
fucking.
for a while. You gonna
Yeah.
say stupid?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Wait, help me understand. What is this?
So when are painters, gonna get arrested for painting homicides and like
Bro, no,
murder
so-
and graphic things?
So lawmakers seek to ban rap music as evidence in criminal cases because they use they use words in rap songs that.
I just feel like people shouldn't tell on themselves.
See, but I mean,
Like,
what it
there's a
gets-
statute of limitations, right? I mean, just wait for that.
sometimes you don't want to wait 7 years for this bar.
Then just
You know?
don't tell on yourself. It's just,
Nah, well, I think, but a lot of time, most rap music, most of these rappers aren't doing what they're talking about.
that's a fact.
The vast majority of rappers aren't doing what they're talking about.
Okay, so if I'm not, so if I'm not a killer, but I
Mhm.
rap about killing niggas,
Mm-hmm.
I could never go to jail because I've never killed nobody. But if I'm a killer and I rap about killing niggas,
Until
No,
this
but-
law gets
but-
passed and
no,
they
but no, but
connect your
listen.
lyrics because they're oddly specific, like this homicide case, and they're like, well, his song has
Well,
the
no,
same
like,
details.
uh,
We're convicting Frito.
But also,
What?
you gotta you're. This is the justice system we're talking about.
Mhm.
They
They're gonna misuse every fucking law that's in place.
Yeah.
And take
He
advantage
said
of.
this in this song. They could easily set you up if they're allowed to
Right.
use rap music. He said this in his song. This is like it's the same shit that fucking Dawn Fantasia.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Trying to like pin me
I
to
thought
like
they've
words in
been
a song.
Using our music.
Say again?
I thought that they've been using the music to catch people. No, they haven't been doing.
Yeah,
it?
no, but now they're banning it. Now lawmakers are seeking to ban that.
Oh,
okay.
good.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, so yeah.
I
maybe
don't know
wasn't-
why. You know, you probably said the right thing. I just
I did say the right
misinterpreted
words.
that.
Yeah, I don't know why I said sorry. Y'all need to fucking listen to me when I speak. Thank you, Ken. Yeah. Ken was like, yeah, you said that shit the first time.
I'm blame the plug.
Wait, what'd you say?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. We're gonna edit that out.
Word.
Yeah, it's not. So they're banning using it as evidence in criminal cases. But like as you said, like just other. This is it's art.
Right.
It's just art. There's a lot of skill. There's a lot of talent that goes into like being a good rapper that people don't realize
Yeah.
because they don't even enjoy the genre and they just judge the lyrics.
Mm-hmm.
Facts.
So it's like if I didn't understand art, if I didn't understand paintings, and I just try to criticize the painter on certain objects that were in the painting,
Right.
doesn't really make sense.
It's insane.
So that's cool. That's cool.
Good shit, law.
Good shit, law. Yeah, yo, I feel like there's probably some other like, I don't know. What's going on just in the anything else like legal happening in the world? What's
Recreation applications start in March.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
There's
he went
that.
right to weed.
There's
He was
that.
like, yeah.
That's what I think
yeah.
about 95% of the time.
I respect that. I respect that. Yeah, yo. So all my entrepreneurs, and all my weed heads. My weed heads get together with entrepreneurs.
Yes.
Right.
My entrepreneurs get together with weed heads. There's going to be a lot of money in cannabis,
Mhm.
and there's certain space carved out for minority businesses, veterans, and women. Like take advantage of it.
Yeah.
You know, take advantage of like especially like there's the New Jersey has done a lot to like in social equity to try to make up for like the war on drugs and the impact that's had in like predominant black and brown communities. So impact zones get a lot of like leverage and favoritism when it comes to like licenses and marijuana businesses. You know, they call it impact zones and minority businesses and all this. They're getting preferential treatment in this. So definitely, like again, link up with people, like coordinate, try to get like just get involved in this.
Yeah.
There's gonna be a lot of money in this, and this is something that's like long overdue. It's something that benefits a lot of people in the same country, in the same space where alcohol has been legal
Yeah.
for the last 100 years. There's no reason for cannabis to have ever been illegal.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? This is like a
Bro,
it's a big moment. It's a big moment, and moments like these don't really happen much in like history.
right.
You know,
It's like once in a lifetime.
yeah.
I remember writing a persuasive essay on why weed should be legal when I was a freshman in high school, and even when I wrote it, I was like, I'm never gonna see that in New Jersey.
Wow.
Little did I know.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, how long ago was that?
Freshman year was like 2012,
Yeah,
so
man.
like almost 10 years.
Shout out to Uncle Phil.
Shout out to Uncle Phil. Man. No.
No, he does not get that title, bro. There's not a
no.
fucking shot.
Yeah.
You could get like Crackhead Murphy or some shit. but-
Yeah, true. True. Don't even give him that name.
yeah.
Nah, I know that there's a lot of red tape in government and getting things passed, but government moves so slow,
Yeah.
bro.
Well, we still look back to the thing that was written 300 years ago, and we haven't had any updates.
Bro, like it moves so slow. I really think like all the things that I think need to happen to our society to like just to be at a much better space where everybody feels, you know, like they have opportunity and happy and healthy, and we're more like just environmentally conscious, you know, all that kind of stuff. That's not like for them to legislate it into It's not gonna
Yeah.
happen in my lifetime,
Yeah.
bro.
Why not?
It takes forever for anything to happen, man.
yeah.
Like the weed is still illegal. I don't even know how many states in the majority of the country. It's across. If you put it on the ballot in every state, it would pass in every state, even the red ones. Like it passed in Sussex County
Yeah.
by a long shot.
Yeah.
You know, it's people know that it's not, but like in Texas, alcohol makes way too much money. You know, cigarettes make way too much money, and they put a lot of that money into making sure things like cannabis can't be legalized. You know, and when you have like money and you have money in the politics, and that influences so heavily the legislation, and it so heavily influences the speed that legislation gets passed. Unless that system gets a whole restructuring, which will take a long ass time or a quick ass revolution.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? One of those.
Kanye gonna lead us.
Hey, I'll be on the front lines.
Word.
He's the
Where do you-
leader.
where do you
Yeah.
need me?
What are you talking about? I got my uniform on right now already.
Yeah.
Donned it down.
Yeah.
Donald Trump changed the game.
Word.
Donald Trump changed the game. Like,
What J. Crew say? Donald Trump was a pimp.
shout out J. Crew, man. I say he changed the game because I gotta say this. I was 18 when I saw my first black president. My whole life coming up, like being a president wasn't realistic, you know? And even then, like homie had to be perfect. And they started, then he tore him down for his khaki suits. Like they found everything about this nigga. You know what I'm saying? But Trump came in, was like, fuck that. Anybody could do this.
You said, I saw my first black president and thought maybe I could do this. Then I saw Trump and anyone could do this.
Yeah, no, it was really Trump that was like, yo, maybe I could actually be president one day. Like, you know what I'm saying? Barack to me was like, all right, black people can be president.
Right.
But Trump was like, no, I could be president. You know,
That's
but,
fucking great.
like I don't think we go backwards from Trump. So I think
Right.
like, fucking Kanye leading the way.
Yeah.
I don't know,
3 elections in a row.
bro.
Yo.
Keep voting.
Donda.
Donda.
That's wild.
Oh my god.
Yeah, man. I wouldn't be surprised if it was something like that like led us to a different, you know what I'm saying, and the next chapter. Bro, I don't know.
The fall of Rome. It's
Yeah,
coming.
or the fall of Rome. Yeah.
It's
yo.
coming.
Yo, it's gonna be. Yeah, I'm about to get real abstract. I always think about the next 20 years, but just like the world is gonna look like in 20 years when all the jobs are automated.
It's gonna be people in pods with VR goggles on. It's gonna be some Ready Player One shit.
Bro, the metaverse is gonna be real.
Mana. Did you see that shit skyrocketed like crazy? I don't know if y'all listened to me shout out. Well, I don't know if he wants me to say that he put everyone on because he didn't want me to put a lot of people on. But shout out the homie who put us on to Mana because that shit's looking beautiful right now.
Mana?
Yeah, Decentraland.
Fuck.
Yeah.
You, yeah. You were there for the original conversations about Decentraland.
See, I didn't even know how to get, like, if I can't get it on Cash App or Venmo, then I don't get it.
Coinbase.
I know.
I'm gonna send you the link.
Yeah, bro, it went
I think
up
I'm already
crazy.
on
I got in
Coinbase
at like
today.
78 cents, and it's at like $4.30 or some
Yeah.
shit.
It's up right
Yeah.
now. But it's
Fucking
still
crazy.
early.
It's still pretty early. Metaverse isn't even a thing yet.
Exactly.
I know.
Mark
you know the
Zuckerberg, but
thing
look at that percentage spike just from Mark Zuckerberg making a video about it, like making an announcement, and that was imagine when it actually is running. Talking about getting on the moon.
I got in at 78 cents though.
Bruh.
Yeah, I'm pissed I didn't put a lot in, but it's
you
still
literally coulda fucking-
still I put in like $75 and it's like 500 something.
That's bussin'.
Yeah.
You feel me? Oh, imagine putting like a rack in.
Right.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go
was
broke
so
putting
young a
everything
year
in
ago.
crypto.
I was so young a year ago, so naive.
Right?
So young, so stupid. Damn. Well, all right. If
Yeah.
anybody knows the next poppin' crypto, or the next
Hit
poppin',
my line.
you know, hit my
I'm still
line.
holding the Shiba coin. So
You're still holding Shiba?
I'm still holding, dog, because it didn't touch Robinhood. So that's I'm keeping hope
Smart.
alive. I'm keeping hope
Word.
alive.
Smart. Shit.
Yeah.
Well, all right. I'm done. I don't know if you got anything.
Yeah, no,
else.
bro. I don't know if you guys noticed through the entire episode. My brain is so fucking shot right now.
Why?
Oh, I've just been drinking.
Ooh.
Is your boy Scott?
My brain. I just been drinking. Oh wait. Actually, real quick, I wanted to bring this up. Last night, me and Kenny went to a bar, a real fucking like some Sussex County shit.
Okay.
Some Sussex County shit with the intent of people watching, right? But I thought it was this bar that like kids my age all say they go to and shit, right? Didn't think about the time we pulled up to the bar. We pulled up at like 6:30. 7 p.m., something like that, and it was all a bunch of old white people, and they were blasting the worst country song I've ever heard in my entire life. Like it was awful, bro. It was fucking awful. So Kenny's just like, yo, I'm gonna play Pop Smoke. And I was just like, no, bro, do not do that. I'm not trying to get us kicked out. And he's like, it's playing next. He's got like a bunch of credits for the jukebox shit. Bro, Pop Smoke starts playing. He starts playing a bunch of Fetty Wap. He was playing like some Kanye. He was playing some Lil Durk and King Von. We played what we played as we left? Still Trapping. Yeah, after we finished our food, he put on Still Trapping right after Von's tag fucking went off. We just walked out of the restaurant. We're just like, they're going to have to deal with this. But bro, some of them left. Like some of the people got up and left because of the music. One dude came over. We were sitting right next to the jukebox. Homie was fucked up, bro. He was like in a panic. He didn't stop hitting the screen trying to get something different to play. He was like leaning on Kenny. He was like, I'm sorry if I'm ruining your meal. And he's like typing in like Christmas rapping music. Like, bro, it was so fucking bad. But no, it was the highlight of my fucking week, bro. That shit was great. And I'm glad I remembered that because I wanted to bring that shit up. It was fucking hilarious. I've never seen so many people that uncomfortable from music in my life, bro.
Yo, shout out Kenny, man.
Yeah, shout out Kenny. Shout out Kenny.
Welcome to the party.
Shout out Kenny, the motherfucking goat.
Yo, bro, what were we playing? Hello? I like my bitches. Hello. That's fat. Jello. Bro, everyone's fucking like looking at each other like, what the fuck? Hello. Bro, it's so good.
Yo, R.P. Pop, man.
Facts.
R.P. Pop. Still putting out music.
Yeah.
Not even trying to get back
Nope.
into it. That shit is just sad, bro.
Yeah.
We're deprived.
Nope.
Anyways,
all right,
man.
on that note.
Yeah. We'll
Rest in peace to everybody on this episode.
Scared the shit out of me.
Outro music.
Word.
Yeah, run that.
Play us out, Kenny.
Play us out, Kenny. Hey, man, we want to thank y'all for tuning in to the Untamed Podcast. We'll be back soon. It's your boy, Scott Paul.
Steve shot it.
Frito.
And we'll be back next time. Peace.